Hey, Francis Charles, and today I want to talk about G.I. Joe, a real American hero, and a big surprise at the end of number 310. This has been a very fun series. I am new to the G.I. Joe comic universe. I hopped on at number 300 and have been enjoying the ride ever since, and enjoying the Energon universe. That is the combined universe of the Transformers, World Rivals, and G.I. Joe. You got titles like World Rivals, Transformers, Duke, Scarlet, Cobra Commander, Destro. So many great books that are kind of a parallel universe to the main uh, G.I. Joe universe and what's going on in G.I. Joe, a real American hero. And so that's been exciting, and I've been wondering what they're going to do. They've been laying the groundwork for something big in these issues. First, I want to talk about 310 a little. So we have, a big battle in Springfield, Missouri, the Cobra Town. They pretty much run the town, and they're operatives, they're the police, they're the families. Everybody there is Cobra, and they're under attack from Cobra Island. So it's kind of a civil war, and there's so much going on. We have the battle in Springfield, which is involving a scout team of GI Joe. There's another team of the Dreadnoughts with Baroness. There's Cobra Commander trying to fend off these invaders, and the invaders from Cobra Island who are cybernetically enhanced super soldiers. And so there's a lot going on. At the same time as all this, you have what's going on at Cobra Island. Platoon of G.I. Joes who escaped capture and are trying to get back to trying to get back to the G.I. Joe compound and get the information of the attack on Springfield. And they have a plan as well to put an end to the chaos. But throughout all the chaos, there are a lot of connecting through lines, and it doesn't feel overwhelming, and it all makes sense, and they still tell individual stories. The most important one to me is Dawn Moreno. She is a newer Joe. She was kind of a double agent in Springfield. Her parents were Cobra, and she kind of went into Springfield as a double agent and got found out. And while she escaped, her parents didn't. And so she is, grieving their loss, but she's wanting to work through it. And, through the process, she's in the team that's going to Springfield to do a scout. And in the chaos, she comes across one of the police officers that killed her parents. And he is trapped in a car that is about to blow up, and she is left with a big moral dilemma of what she's going to do with this man who took part in her parents' death. Is she going to do the right thing? What is the right thing? And she has this internal battle going on, and the rest of the Joe team, they don't tell her what to do. They don't force it. They know it's something that she has to decide and do herself. And so I like that aspect. And even in all the chaos, they're telling individual stories. The Joes and the Dreadnoughts are forced to form a temporary alliance to save Baroness's life. And it looks like Destro is going to be getting back involved in the story. So there are a lot of moving parts, but there's some great writing holding everything together. But what I'm most excited about is at the end, you have, your letters to the editor, so on and so forth, but then you have, looks like a whole different comic. It's the same characters. You have Duke, you have, but the art style is different, but familiar. And it is from the Energon universe. And come to find out, November 13th, it's my birthday, by the way. What a coincidence. But November 13th, we're getting a brand new G.I. Joe. Not G.I. Joe Real American Hero, but G.I. Joe #1, which is going to be a continuation of this Energon universe. I am excited, and just the characters that are involved so far. We have Duke, we have Stalker, we have Rock and Roll, we have Baroness as a GI Joe. Baroness working with the Joes. It's something that was teased at the end of Duke, but I never thought that I would see that come to fruition. We have Clutch, Rock and Roll, Stalker, Baroness, CoverGirl, um, and I can only imagine, what's going to be the other side of this with Cobra, Commander, and Destro, and Tomax and Zamat being part of this universe. So November 13th, G.I. Joe #1. Don't miss it. I already went to Previews World and got my subscription on. If you guys haven't been checking out the Energon universe, it's very exciting. It's going to be kind of like a parallel to what's going on here. And so it's going to be the same characters that you're familiar with, but with a little bit heavier tone and that crossover between the Transformers and Void Rivals. And we're gonna be seeing, like I said, Baroness as a GI Joe. The one thing I hope is maybe we get a cool Baroness, GI Joe toy, and maybe we get the scruffy, Duke, from this book. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm excited for the Energon universe, and I'm very excited to see what comes of this battle in the G.I. Joe Real American Hero mainline. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this story, and if you are excited about the new G.I. Joe comic. As always, I want to plug my friend Jeff at Coffee and a Comic. Great comic book store in Huntington Beach, California. And though I am not in Huntington Beach, California, I get my books from them every week with their great rates on shipping. They ship nationwide, promptly, securely, at great rates. And if you use code OLDNERDWY, you can save 15% off your comic purchases. So go check them out at coffeeandcomic.com. I am out. Keep reading them books. I'll see you next time.